All right, here at River Wilderness Golf and Country Club, this is Mark Klein. I'm doing PGA Level 3 certification with student Walt Wegner, and we're going to go over a putting lesson today. Walt and I play a lot of golf together, so I'm very familiar with most of his game. Today we're going to videotape Walt before and after. We're going to talk about what I think a good putting setup and execution should be, and what's going to help Walt be more consistent as a putter. So at this point, I'm going to ask Walt just to take a few strokes. We're going to look at his putting stroke as it is, and then make some modifications based on what we see, guys. All right. So I'm going to flip this around now, so we can watch Walter stroke a few putts. Like I said, we're out here at the putting green at River Wilderness. Overcast day, a little windy. The greens have been verticutted probably 3 days ago, a couple days ago, so they're still a little bumpy. And we look at Walt's setup here. All right, so he makes it. It's hard to complain about making a putt. All right. May have pushed that one just a touch. And likewise. So what I see when I watch Walt putt there is an athletic position. So he's set up real well. Obviously he's done it a lot, and I know from experience that he's a very good putter. He makes a lot of putts when he really has to, so that's what counts. But I also noticed that he stands a little bit away from the ball, and it reminds me of Justin Leonard. So, my advice would be to make certain his shoulders, his hips, and his feet are all open to the target, so that he can better see the target and also release the putter head properly. Because, as you saw that, he may have pushed it because he's not able to release it like he really needs to. So we'll talk about what that does after we watch him stroke a few more. And what I'm going to ask him to do is hold a ball over his eye when he sets up, so that we see exactly where he is, knowing that he was behind the ball previous. So as he sets up now.
You want my current stroke?
Yeah, let's see both. So that's currently so close. Not bad. He dropped the ball there.
All right, now I'll try to get in here closer.
All right, and so at this point now he's going to try to get in closer, and he is pretty much over the ball at that point. Now we want you to feel as natural as possible. Make it your own, Walt. We don't want you to be feeling all bound up. All right, so there's a make. And I want you guys
It feels to me like I'm really close to the ball and that my back stroke goes outside.
Well, that's definitely square, and it's
that
square.
One didn't do it too much.
What he said was it feels like when he's close, he's real close, and then he takes it back outside. But we can see from the video that's not really the case. So feel is not always real.
And what would you think of me getting a little more spine hip tilt?
I like that.
So that I get more over the ball. I can get the ball a little further away, but it still should get my eyes over the ball.
I like what he's saying. What he's asking me is if he changes setup such that he just tilted more at the spine on the hip region. And I don't disagree with that, because Walt's tall, 6'2", 6'3". And what he's looking for is how can he get his eyes more over the ball with an open setup. Which we see all that there. Good stroke. That looked like grain to me. I like the better setup. All right, guys, so to conclude, what we are talking about today is a putting stroke lesson setup. And what we saw initially was that Walt was a little bit far away from the ball. So we wanted him to get closer, meaning that his eyes are going to be more on top of the golf ball. We verified that by dropping a golf ball from his eyes, and that's the proof. And then it looked to me as if he was able to make a better stroke and not have any sort of push in the stroke. He could release the putter head properly. So we're going to convince him to work on this, and the practice would include dropping a ball occasionally to just verify that we are set up correctly. All right, so we appreciate Walt's time. He's going to practice now. He's here. Not doing that.
3 in a row, baby.
All right. Peace.